I don't know who said this, but I ran across it and I thought it was pretty neat, and I think it's got a lot to do with what's going on today in a lot of people's lives, mine included. Um, you see, it says that a seed grows in silence, but a tree falls with a great noise. Um, Destruction is loud. That's essentially what it's saying. But growth, you really don't hear about that much. Um, and what we're seeing now, we're seeing a lot of war, a lot of political interest groups, a lot of things going on. You see things on Facebook, people arguing about this and that, all kind of, not just Facebook, social media sites, being loud. And it seems like the loudest is winning. But what I have been seeing also, Jesus says, he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. And when we have a prayerful relationship, with Christ and all, we're in tune with the Spirit. We become in tune with the Spirit, and we're able to hear what God is saying to the churches, and of course that's always going to be through His Word. And it brings to mind a story. The prophet Elijah, he was with his servant, and there was an army coming against him, and they was worried. His servant was worried about big army coming against them too. And Elijah asked God. He said, God, would you open my servant's eyes? And he did. He opened his servant's eyes. He told him, he said, there's more with us than there is with them. And he opens the servant's eyes, and he saw chariots of fire and all. There's this spiritual realm that's real, very, very real, and we can't see those things until we become in tune with a prayerful relationship with Jesus. I'm not perfect. I don't, I try to have a prayer time every day. I try to come before Him and have a relationship and conversation with Him every day. There's times that I miss, and there's bad days, there's good days, there's things like that. I'm not this super spiritual person, but what I am seeing is pockets of revival all over the place. I'm starting to see men and women really hunger for God. And you see these things in silence. You don't really hear about these things, but you just know them. You can tell, you can feel it. You see it all over. You see all these college campuses coming to the Lord. You see hearts changed at your own church. You see things happening when you get in silence with the Lord. So I said all that to say this, that all of the stuff that's going on around us today, you hear the sirens in the background, and you hear about wars, and Jesus said there would be wars and rumors of wars in the last day. You hear about all of these things, but you can also take great heart, be encouraged by the fact that you just listen to the silence. You can see God growing. You can see God growing us, rather. You can see the church standing up. You can see God calling His people. Question is, will you be a part of God calling His people? Have a good day.